Here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Touchdown, defense. Express! Comes up the helmet, here we go, 58, boys, 58. Hey! Get that quarterback, T-Line!
A shotgun snap for Newton. Well, the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Chicago. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And his throw here's incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
40-yard line.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
To try again after the sack. Newton under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Bears take over.
29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of
14 yards and a Chicago first down.
Chicago. They'll
throw on first down with Trubisky. They'll roll him out right.
Trubisky on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Cordero Patterson, incomplete. Kyle Duggar there on the coverage.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Trubisky to throw again. Now it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
Great. Here we go. Begin.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Flushed it. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson, 57 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Patriots 0.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Bilal Nichols breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the gun, Newton. His throw incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Third and long, it's Newton. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
Concrete.
toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Operating from the gun. Newton. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Another try after the first down sack. Newton into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They'll take over.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
The Bears ball.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And he finds Montgomery complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Montgomery. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready? Let's get it. Watch the run. Watch the run. Right over there. Right over there.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play.
And it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
The ball carriers.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This time, Trubisky will throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a game.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A 2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
And until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Come on, 8. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll start the drive with Harris. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The ball carrier. The tackle made by Robert Quinn.
Cam going to swing this out wide to Edelman. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
20.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
He's cracked. Gun. Greg.
From the gun, Newton. He's going to look deep for Edelman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, 85 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Trubisky will throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Bears.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The tackle made by Patrick Chung. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and
once more, they turn to Patterson. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Running back.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky got a man. It's Patterson complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Back at the 18.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown.
Complete to Anthony Miller.
Anthony Miller there to make the grab. And the Bears have taken the lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Bilal Nichols able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Operating from the gun. Newton gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
That's good.
It's a big play there for the Patriots. 54 yards.
At the 30-yard
now a
line.
play fake, and it's Newton. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Again, Newton. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten it feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that fourth down stop. Points would be ideal for some breathing room, no doubt. And really, a field goal would be huge. That would make it a two-score game. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards.
The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Now it's Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Trubisky to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. From the gun, here's Newton. On the left side, a catch by White. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
44-yard line.
He's back to throw. They get this into the hands of Bird. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Their own 26.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
And this is secured by the Patriots. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number...
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Jameer Byrd. Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
58, right over there, yeah.
One last throw here for Newton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.
greens with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Chicago Bears. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway in Foxborough. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 20. Yard line.
Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, muggy the shoes. Muggy the team, muggy the camp, muggy the crew. You either win, who either win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
58, come on. Hey, time.
What is it?
Switch out.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man.
Ball carriers.
And he stopped immediately there.
At the line of scrimmage.
The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Newton now on second down. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now a first down throw for Newton. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Newton. Throw left side complete. It's Lee. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a first down carry for Harris. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Ball carrier.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Newton eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Harris. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down at the 19.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. James White's first carry. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
That's good for the Patriots.
They'll try and run it in with White. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and run it with White, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball a 3rd time, but it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards brings up 4th and goal.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Bears 7, Patriots nothing.
Hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
58, right over there, Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, G. Let's go. 58, come on. 58, come on.
Out of the gun, Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2. Remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now it's 2nd and 9. They run with Patterson. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, it's Patterson, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Tackle made by Stephon
Brandon,
Gilmore.
5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The running back.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Patterson on the carry. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, dude.
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 45-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now left side on the swing pass. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky, escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They fake the give. Newton. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 3rd and long, it's Newton. Eddie Goldman with a sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, they're on him too quickly back there, and it's blocked. And the Chicago Bears are in the end zone.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
But for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Dietrich Wise there on the stop. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now it's Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
45-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
At the 47-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound up into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Derek Rivers. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position.
Is a turnover on down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on. 58, boy. 58. 58. Come on. Yo, 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 yo.
From the gun, Newton. Looking left side, and it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Operating from the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He may try and run for this. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are back within a score.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him starting to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there, and in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The tackle.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. From the 29, Trubisky. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson, 71 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Eddie Pinheiro lining up for
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And this is secured by the Patriots. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Newton on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Demir Bird, 48 yards. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he'll go down, and that will do it. for the third quarter of action. Back now in Foxborough. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Here's Patterson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
The ball carrier.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
A gain of 2.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Carried by the wide receiver.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They go play action. Trubisky, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Cordero Patterson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the shotgun is Trubisky, and he's brought down. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will be he's set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
He's going to take another shot here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. And he's going to go down again. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
The Patriots send out their punter. And remember, he had his first punt blocked. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here we go, G, get off the field.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Lets this one rip toward Graham. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown Bears.
To Jimmy Graham. Touchdown.
Jimmy Graham. 36 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10, Newton again. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
By the Bears.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
It's 2nd down.
Quickly into the hands of Patterson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A gain of 14, but it's now 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Trubisky gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
On the 40 there defensively.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Bears 34.
Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.